Hey guys, how are you this week? I'm doing pretty good. I am going to be playing with some purple today because it goes with my dress. Also, I really like my Such a Gem palette by Morphe. It's got a bunch of purples and I don't get to play with it very often, so I'm going to use that today. I have some very light foundation and coverage already. I'm just using a little bit of Graftobian pressed powder and some NYX color correctors and some RCMA concealer. Just did very light minimal, just to try to look decent since I'm here at work. I'm going to be doing purples on my eye and playing around with that, so I'm going to go ahead and do some loose powder under here. Catch that fallout so I don't get a bunch of purple dark circles, because that's not a good look. And then this loose powder will come off. And no, this is not a Glamour Shots beauty fan. It's hot in my studio, and so I have a fan blowing on me so I don't get all sweaty. So I'm going to be doing my eyebrows really fast because I don't want you guys to focus on the fact that I don't have any tails on my eyebrows because, well, I don't. That comes from barely surviving the early 2000s and the 90s. If you have seen any pictures from back in the 90s and early 2000s, you know we barely wore eyebrows at all, and everything got tweezed down to nothing. So when I say I barely survived with eyebrows, you will understand. That'll do it for now. Just where I don't look like I have no eyebrows. Okay, now that I don't look like I have bald eyebrows, I can start on the eye makeup. So I've already prepped my lids. And then for my brow bone, I'm going to do a light purple. And this is from a Coastal Scents palette that happens to have a light purple. And I'm not a huge fan of Coastal Scents shadows. I mean, they're decent starter shadows, and if you have a small budget and you're just kind of starting out, their shadows are good. They're definitely better than a lot of the drugstore brands and like Wet Wild and stuff like that, but they're not super high end. They're, but they're like $10 a palette, so they're really good starting point. And that is always really nice when you're starting off and you're just trying to get your kit going, but you want to do quality work. They're kind of your go-to. It's such a jewel. It's such a gem. Has some gorgeous colors, and I am going to do my inner lid. Boom, boom, boom. That's a nice inner lid color. I'm going to do a half-half. And then my outer lid, I'm going to do darker. I'm doing a little bit of a slide blend in the center because I want them to have a separation. I want them to be blended but still separate. And then for the crease, I'm going to go in purple. Such a Gem is nice. It has everything labeled. So for my inner lid, I have used Lavender. And then for my outer lid, it's Violet. And then for my crease so far, Grape Mines. So I'm currently blending Grape Mines in my crease. I bought this palette solely for the purples, and I thought I was going to keep it for myself, but then I had a bunch of brides who were asking for purple last year, and so I was like, well, I kind of have to do that. So now I am switching over to Make It Rain, and it's a very dark purple, and I'm doing this a little more in my crease because we're adding a little more depth and dimension. A good crease is usually 3 colors, 2 to 3 colors, just to get the right dimensions, because it's all about shaping and contouring your eye for it to look really good. So into my Morphe Boss Mood palette, and I'm going to use Transformer. It's an extremely dark purple, but I'm using this as a very deep crease color because I have a droopy lid, and so I need dark to kind of cut in here to help push that back, and so that is what I'm going to use Transformer for. I'm going to go back in with Grape Mines and help transition that. Ooh, purple. So purple. Your finger is a very good blending tool when it comes to glitters and shimmers because it'll help pack them into place. I always make the weirdest faces when I do that. And then my inner lid. I'm going to take that same inner lid color and use it as a highlight pop right here. Give it a little shimmer pop. My eye needs a little bit of help when it comes to size. This is Transformer from Boss Mood. I'm just using it as a little bit of an eyeliner, just to help thicken up my lash line. Underwater line, I'm going to go in with Grape Mines and do a little smudging. Gotta find the right brush. Ah, I'm throwing things. Don't want to throw things. No. Stop being so violent. It's not that kind of day. A little bit of shimmer on my inner waterline. That's gonna make my eye look a little bigger, because I wear glasses. And oh, nice. Very pretty. Okay, so now I can get rid of the powder. Terrible, owie. No fallouts. I've added some lips so I don't look dead, and a little bit of mascara, and I'm good to go because I now match my purple flower dress. And I will talk to you guys next week.